Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Chido and this is Chido Starts Up. If this is your first time on the channel, please make sure to click the subscribe button at the bottom of the page. Today I'm spending some time with Farmhut. They are an amazing AgriTech startup in Zimbabwe. So I'm going to be speaking to the team, I'm going to speak to the founders and just kind of learn more about how they're doing. They recently just won a business competition that allowed them to extend their funding. So I think they've just got a lot of cool things in store. So yeah, let's go and meet Farmhut. Hi everyone, so I'm here with Ryan Katayi. He is one of the founders of Farmhut. I will not introduce him, he'll introduce himself. So Ryan, please tell us about yourself and where Farmhut started.
Thank you very much for the platform, by the way. So like she mentioned, my name is Ryan Katayi and Farmhut started in 2018. But then, you know, when you say something starting and founded, these are two different things because the seed is put in, you know, at a very different stage. So I think my seed was put in when I was still young, when I was growing up with my grandmother at the farm. It's one of those moments that I hated so much. You know, my friends would be in town, you know, hanging out, doing all this and that, but then I was there with my granny at the farm. So I think over time it really seeded into me when I lost my grandmother. It's really one of those things that really was a connection point for us. But then Farmhut really started in 2018. That's when the idea came up. But then we incorporated in 2019.
And what are you currently doing apart from Farmhut? Because I think you're a student. What are you studying and where?
So I'm currently a chemical engineering student, part 5. That's the 5th year at NUST, the National University of Science and Technology.
Wow. And how are you balancing that? Because Farmhut is growing quite well, but you also kind of need to finish and graduate.
So that's been the greatest struggle, really. I just finished examinations right now, and I've been away for almost a month. But then thanks to the virtual space, I've been keeping in touch, everything. But then it all comes down to the mental health of, you know, myself. I'm trying to pull all that together. And you know, at school there are also people, other students, fellow students, who are focusing just on school, but then I have to focus on Farmhut, I have to focus on school, I have to focus also on my life. So it's all those things that getting into one person. But I think what defines a leader is being able to handle all adversities as they come and being able to stand your ground.
Oh, that's great. And then your co-founder, how did you find your co-founder? How has that relationship been as Farmhut has been growing?
Yeah, so we actually met at school, at university. He was 2 years my junior. So I think it was a bit, I don't know, many people would wonder how these guys met. But then, you know, I would always see him on campus, he was so active, and I was like, I think this energy I resonate with. So when we first did our conversations, and I noted that, you know, he actually had that bigger vision in life. And he actually worked for Zimbabwe Yellow Pages, which is one of the biggest directories here in Zimbabwe. So that's when we connected, and before we knew it, Farmhut was moved from one step to, you know, elevated step. Yeah.
So can you walk us through Farmhut and kind of so from when it started to where it is today? Maybe you can just touch on some important milestones that you reached, maybe your first hire, you know, things like that.
So this is Ryan with Farmhut. You know, manages to incorporate, but then Ryan discovers that, you know, there is some void that's in there that's needed to be filled, right? I'm not that one kind of a person who would want to work alone, right? So I meet my co-founder Munya. His name is Munya Makosa. I pitched Farmhut to him. He didn't even need pitching of it. He was already he was like, I'm in. Then we take it from there. So that's when we developed our first MVP, launched it to market, and you know, we tracked back and forth. So that was 2019. Then we took on another co-founder, and we came up with a very great MVP. So now we're the product, but then, you know, we moved on, and we had our first hire. That was around August of last year.
Oh wow.
So we grew from 1 hire to around 14 in the same year till December tracking. Then before that, you know, we got support from the International Labour Organization. They helped us with one of our first, you know, grants. Then we also, you know, we're part of a lot of programs really. I think I would run them down. We were part of the University Startup World Cup, in which we came third place. You know, we're the only African country that proceeded that far. Then you're also part of the Founders Live. That's one of the things that I love so much because of you know, the experience that you gain from it, and having to interact with other entrepreneurs as well, and lively. Then apart from that, then yeah, we were I was awarded the best young entrepreneur by the ILO. Thank you so much. Then we qualified into the Hard Price Accelerator, which takes 300,000 applications every year, and ours got into the top 30, and ultimately the top 11, which was announced this year. And also I was part of the Miller Center. You know, they do this global program every year, whereby they take entrepreneurs in the agri space. I was one of the 14 that were selected across all of Africa, and you know, other agriculture economies across the world. And you know, we finished that, and you know, we're actually in talks in expansion in other regions through that accelerator itself. Then we received our first round of funding, our pre-seed fund, this year in March.
Wow. That is a lot of growth, and
thank you so much.
Congratulations for that. I'm sure it also wasn't easy though to win all these competitions, to raise the money. So how many applications do you need to make to actually start seeing some traction in terms of, you know, getting successful, you know, responses?
So I don't want to lie. I think I'm also guilty of this. That probably many times we just post congratulation kind of emails, other than, you know, posting the regrets that come through. So I have a rule: whenever I am, you know, in a month, I apply to at least 15 kinds of stuff, right? And I don't check whether it's monetary based or what. I believe there is value in mentorship, there is value in you being connected to someone in the value chain and so forth. So I apply to almost 15 to 20 per month, depending on how, you know, occupied I am, because applications take time and they take a toll on your mental health. But then that's my rule: every month I apply to 15 to 20, 15 to 20, 15 to 20, because I know of all that, no matter how bad you go, or how the competition stiffness is, or I don't know how disadvantaged I am towards the other people who are applying, I won't fail to get into 3, 2 or 1. Yeah, so that's the metric that I just used, and it's been proving to be pretty much, you know, wow.
Good, that's great. And here in Zimbabwe, what sorts of competitions? You mentioned the Impact Hub competition, Founders Live. Which other competitions are around that, you know, aspiring founders can enter, perhaps get some exposure, even some funding?
So the number of competitions. So Old Mutual hosts an annual competition every year. The name is not coming to mind now, but then Old Mutual hosts a competition annually. Then recently Bank ABC recently hosted another one at the new hub. You know, many of the founders, others, even my friends, actually won that. Then Zimtrade started its Eagles Nest program, to which I'm also part of. We're now in the final stage. They host it annually as well, if this one goes over. This one was the launch. Then the ILO, it also hosts a number of support competitions, but then the Green Enterprise is one of their flagship competitions. And I mean, it's 5,000. It's big, and they do that for, you know, it's almost around 20 something to 30 winners will take home something. So that's pretty big. Then I think you'd have to put that in the description. I'll write them down. Then I think you can put them in the description.
I will. I think it's really useful because, you know, I don't think the competitions in Zim have enough exposure. I mean, I've done a lot of research on it. I haven't really found the ones in Zim, but you know, please do share that with us.
No, I will.
So I want to kind of move on to competition. I'm sure obviously the more successful you get, you attract competitors, and I mean, I'm sure you're now also looking into the region, not just the country. So how do you deal with competition?
So, you know, before I would say before 2020, I used to view competition as this, like you're running in a track, but then it's not really a race, but then someone is coming in front of you, so probably you have to bulldoze that person to get in front, like that dog eat dog kind of scenario. that's how I used to think competition was like in the business world, but then it's not, right? SDG number 17 speaks more into partnerships and collaborations. What that talks about is it doesn't pay to have Farmhut as the only probably giant in a space, because there's a market that is going to be expensive for us to penetrate in. So let's take for instance, there are two people who are selling probably fruits, right, in a region. If there are 10, it simply means that they're going to open other new markets, other new areas that you wouldn't have managed to reach, or that would have been expensive for you to reach. So when it comes to competition now, it's all about making your product better. It's all about making your service offering better on the same space that you're competing on, so that even if someone comes with I don't know what kind of innovation, it's supposed to challenge you to become better, not for you to I don't know be discouraged or anything, because it's all about making the customer happy and ensuring that you're giving them the best service possible. So I view competition as something that improves us, but I think we've also been improved ourselves by competition to see the global trends out there. What are the other guys doing? Oh, they're now using AI. Why are we not using AI? Learn AI. Let's do AI. This and that. So it has, I think, improved us over time.
I think that's really good advice, because I think the initial response to competition is, why are they in my space? I need to destroy them, but then now, as you're saying, collaboration actually makes it better for the whole market as a whole. And we are Africa, we're so far behind, there's so much we need to do. So literally, if we can all work together, bring each other up, I think that's just the best way to advance the continent. And then I think the last thing I'd want to ask you is, what can you tell us about what Farmhut is going to give us in the coming months? Or I mean, where is Farmhut going? It's grown so well, and I really do just already see where it's going to go. But what is in the pipeline?
Okay, so just giving you a trailer of it. I think one thing that is I personally pushed for us to do was to write our story down, right? And the story is written all over social media. I think people who followed us from the beginning, we actually have some customers really who go every day, you guys, I dreamt about you, I'm envisioning this, you guys, they've been part of our journey from the beginning. And I think the next couple of months, we're going to be moving very fast, right? To the point that to those who see us for the first time, they might not recognize the farmer that they see or they've known over the past few years. All I can say is we're going to be on your faces. We're going to be on your faces so much, and if you see the name Farmhut, just recognize that it's that young boy Agakura Gumusha. It's those guys. We don't come from a point of privilege, right? All the money that you put in here, Chidotai hasla, and it's Tichikumbira, Chita say it was hard, but then when it comes to this point, but then in the coming past few months, we're going to be moving so fast to the point of I won't even have air to breathe. I would need air, really. But then I think that's what I can say without getting much into
No, great. Thank you so much, Ryan. I am so happy to have spoken to you today.
Sure.
Again, I wish Farmhut well. I will be retweeting and watching and sharing everything that's going to come over the past few months. But thank you so much for being part of the channel.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Ina.
Great, thanks.
I am Patience Chizema, and I am the chief agronomist at Farmhut. I mainly deal with farmers. So generally working at Farmhut has been a good experience for me, because I get to know how farmers think, how farmers work, and but also putting more experience on working with farmers.
Hi, my name is Tino Tinda. Inini ndinoshanda Farmhut salesperson, ndinoita futhi public relations. Shanda Farmhut ndakaona my experiences akawanda, talking with farmers, visiting farmers. It has been a good experience and an interesting one, trust me.
Hi everyone, my name is Tandwe Ngove. I'm the accountant at Farmhut. So mostly I offer farmers financial advice, and I also help them with project proposals. And I've been also doing sales, and it's really been fun helping the farmers market their farm produce and also impacting the life of farmers one day at a time. So my experience at Farmers has been great, and I'm looking forward to more days coming to work every day.
Hi, my name is Shikomborero Ruri, and I'm head of content creation at Farmers, and I'm also in charge of buyer acquisition. Basically, my experience at Farmers has been great. It has boosted my confidence. Now I can talk to people without any hesitation. I can understand what people want before they even say a lot. And I think Farmers is really a great place to be. It's really nice.
Especially for young people like us.
Plus Makosa, I'm the agronomist at Farmhut, and I'm the head of the domain WhatsApp chatbot. As a youth, working at Farmhut is very good because I'm very innovative in technology, so I'm enjoying here at Farmhut.
Hi everyone, my name is Renata Kelvin Chaza. I'm head of customer success management, and also I manage all the social medias around here at Farmhut. So working at a startup like youth startup, you have that beginner's mind, like you do innovative things a lot, and the approach you do to things, like it's making you noticeable and also making the business going yonder beyond your expectation. So it's cool working at Farmhut.
Hi guys, my name is Ronald, and I'm a sales agent. I'm also head of property development. Property development help farmers find land through leasing and buying, because it's a hassle finding land to pursue their dreams. So I'm now their way through pursuing their dreams. Thank you.
Hi guys, my name is Elvin Aniskaku, and I'm a software developer at Farmhut. And working at an institution like Farmhut is very exciting and very, or should I say, it's very good, because you get to explore and get to be exposed to different kinds of technology. And it's actually an environment where you can learn a lot, both business-wise and technology.
Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I enjoyed spending time with Farmhut. Please keep tabs on them. They're doing amazing work. Please make sure to leave your comments in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe to Chido Starts Up. I'll see you all next time.